Hi guys, welcome to Frazone.com. This is Mohit Soni. We have the Mahindra XUV yet again on our channel because what we have with us right now is the petrol motor. Sadly, the color also this time is the same as the one in the diesel. We were expecting to show you a different color, but Mahindra has sent us a blue color car. Anyways, this is the car, and as you know, it's a very handsome looking car. I'm going to go in the very few details because we've extensively covered almost every single detail in our diesel review, which is already live. And this is the front of the car, the grille, the new logo, it all looks very nice. The lights with the LED DRLs and the LED lights are very bright, very nice on this particular car as well. It also gets the same alloy wheels. I wish Mahindra had distinguished it, the petrol and diesel, with a different set of alloy wheels. And those are the very good door handles, electric. And coming to the back, the same set of tail lamps, and of course this is also the AX7 luxury pack. But the one thing that is missing on this car is the driving modes. Sadly, the petrol motor was supposed to have driving modes, it always does, but Mahindra has decided not to give it for the time being. And we also wished it had paddle shifters here to make it a complete enthusiast package. For me, I would decide, if I was buying an XUV petrol, I would settle down for the first, third or fourth variant, not for the top end variant, because I would have expected driving modes and paddle shifters. Of course, there's a kick down mode over there, but nevertheless, Mahindra also continues to miss out on automatic IRVM, and there is no ventilated seats. There are no front parking sensors, and there is of course no tailgate, which the electric tailgate, which should have been there on this car, but I think Mahindra is reserving that update. They're working on it. They're putting it on a different flagship car. We have no idea about their plans. But now let's dig into the most impressive, most talked about engine, which is the petrol motor on the XUV 700, and we have a lot to tell you about. So after spending some time with the Mahindra XUV diesel earlier, we are now driving the petrol version. And what is the petrol version like? Well, this is the 2-liter motor, which makes a class-leading 200 PS of power and 380 Newton meters of torque, going through a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed automatic. What we drove is the automatic version, and what we can tell you, this engine is an absolute gem. It's an extremely smooth motor throughout the rev range. It's an extremely refined motor throughout the rev range, and it's got a nice sporty note to it as well, at to a certain extent. The numbers, like I said, are really impressive. 200 PS and 380 Newton meters means it surpasses certain luxury cars above many segments, and provides you with that horsepower and torque. Low and mid-range torque is fantastic because it makes 200 PS of power at just 5000 RPM, and so that makes it almost ready to go at a moment's notice, because whenever we float the throttle, it was just pushing ahead, and it just wouldn't wait to go into the mid-range, and then it would pull ahead to the top end. And that's what made the XUV 700 petrol an extremely fun car to ride, fun SUV to drive in a really long time, with a slightly more rev range than the diesel to play with. It even makes it much more playful. The 6-speed automatic gearbox is great. It's fantastic. It's shifts very smoothly, very it shifts seamlessly and smoothly. But what it does not do is that it doesn't upshift and downshift very quickly. So what we noticed when we put it into manual mode, and we saw when the automatic gear changes are happening, it's happening at a very high RPM, and that's one of the reasons why the much talked about version, part of the petrol XUV 700, is the mileage. We know for a fact that right now it is delivering between 5 to 9 kilometers to the liter, but when we were driving it very sanely and in very heavy traffic, we were able to get out 8.5-9 kilometers to the liter. Why? Because we were driving it in either very heavy traffic situations or in an extremely open road, so we were able to get that. But I think if Mahindra can get a gearbox software to upshift and downshift quickly, it basically shifts around 70 in 4th gear, then 80-90 in 5th gear, and then around 100 shifts into 6th gear. I don't think that's how it should be done. It should shift earlier, at whenever you reach 80, 85 or 90 kilometers an hour, it should shift into 6th, and that should make it a lot more efficient. That will make the gearbox work harder, and I think it is great because fuel efficiency is also necessary for this car. And of course, though, there is the fun aspect when you talk about the 200 PS, but Mahindra has not given paddle shifters. And surprisingly, extremely surprisingly, Mahindra has forgotten or not given the petrol motor with the zip zap zoom mode, because the zip mode would have easily enabled it to get more fuel economy out of it, and zoom mode would have definitely made it even more sportier. So that could have been done with the XUV700 gearbox and engine tuning. It could have been better, but I think it's a turbo petrol motor. It needs a high octane petrol, and if you put that, you'll definitely get more mileage. That's the usual thing. But if you can afford it, because it's still 10 to 12 rupees expensive over normal fuel. And once you do that, you will definitely see an increase. And I think it is worth it, and because you will also get an engine which is far more responsive, and it will run much more cleaner, smoother and better. So the XUV700, with this only minor flaw of no eco modes, no power modes, no paddle shifters, and a slightly low fuel economy to begin with, makes it a car for people who do exist in the market, and who take out their cars not so frequently. They need the 7-seater to do weekend trips and weekend just city runs and about, and they can live with the petrol, because the petrol does offer, as we all know, genetically and hardwarily, the fact that it's easier to run and easier to live with, and with the extreme refinement on offer, that escalates the XUV700 experience even better, with all those features, with the ADAS system, and with the fantastic lights and the great space and the good quality and the tons of infotainment features that you get with this car. There's so many details that we've talked about in the diesel review. You should go and see that. We've covered every single aspect of that car, give and take one or two, which we will continue to miss, but we are already really impressed with things such as the smart door handles, surround camera, blind view monitoring, electronic parking brake, auto hold, wireless charging, and 3D sound system by Sony. So all of these features just makes the XUV700 better. The petrol motor is fantastic with only 2 to 3 flaws, and which you can live with on a daily basis, and which you can make better also if you want to. And the pricing, well, we all know, is fantastic. The prices have been raised slightly now, but it still continues to be fantastic value for money, and we just can't think of a better SUV to recommend if you are in the space for a petrol SUV around the 20 lakh rupee mark, because the Safari, well, it doesn't have a petrol for now, and the Hector petrol, as we know, is not that great. Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you like it, share it, comment if you still have some questions left, and thank you so much for watching. Follow us on social media for everyday updates, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Until then, goodbye.